Hi everyone, it's Gail. We are going to play today with some Mrs. Cog's Crafts digitals, the Orchid album. We're going to do volume 1, volume 2, because I'm just going to pick, I think, some random pages out, and pick out the little pictures that really speak to me. And what I'm up to is I need to make some trades for an upcoming retreat. And so what I wanted to do is just make some simple bag journals. I do have a tutorial on making a simple bag journal. It's I have it kind of as a beginner's tutorial and how to make your first journal simply and easily. So I'll link that below. And then what I need to do is I need to make 7 of these. So what I thought I would do is use Mrs. Cog's beautiful images to create the covers of these. And then I'm just going to take a random selection of papers that fit here. I may end up cutting a few coffee dyed papers to go in here too, but yeah, I'll just grab a sampling of papers and put them in. And if I feel like I have time, I might make a few of these into journaling cards to pop into the bag here for the ladies. But as far as I know, I need to do 7 for this, for the trades. And it's always so much fun to get the trades that I like to be able to give them too. So that's what we're going to work on. I will be getting back to the fabric paper journals that we started on a while ago. I've been traveling with grandchildren and stuff, and so those are over on my table, and we will get back to that. But this has been kind of weighing on me that I need to get this done. So I thought, what better? I mean, absolutely, Mrs. Cog's images are the best for using, you know, on a little bag journal like this. So I have that. I have some fabric over here. I have some coffee dyed cheesecloth and lace and stuff. So we're just going to get busy and create. So I guess first we have to decide what images we want. I know that I will use all of these. And these spoke to me because they're so springy. I really like this pink one. So I think we'll start with that. And while I'm cutting these out, I just thought we'd have a little chat and catch up. So I was able to do videos ahead, so you really didn't know I was gone as long as I was, because I worked real hard to get videos scheduled for each day that I was gone. I think I only missed a couple days. So anyway, yeah, we had my son's girls for, let's see, about 3.5 days, Sunday through Wednesday. And then Thursday, we left to go to my daughter's to pick up her girls for, oh, that's really pretty too, to take the youngest one to her volleyball tournament because her parents were taking the oldest one in the opposite direction. So we had a ton of fun having a granddaughter all to ourselves. Oh, I was going to show you. Shoot, I have it over here. Just one second. You know, I had the other grandkids make little tags for Double Digits book, and my granddaughter that we had when we got home, she made this little tag for her new little cousin. And you guys, she absolutely made me teary with what she said on the back. She said, "I'm so excited to see you open your eyes to this wonderful world. I love you so much, and you have an amazing family. Love, Katie." Oh, I tell you, these little people, they can sure make me weak in the knees. So anyway, yesterday we did that because we came back to my house because we were waiting for her parents to come. You guys, I'm kind of looking at my fabrics, just trying to pick out these images that will go with some of the fabrics that I have. Yeah, so anyway, we came down to my craft room. I put a few things away that I'd found on some antique store trips, and I've already put that video up. Yeah, so anyway, yesterday she did a little creating in Grandma's room. You know, I don't know how to decide. I love all of these. Do I have, it looks like I have some that might go with these. So, so yeah, we put a lot of miles on our vehicle the last little while, but it's been really fun. And you know, it's just so kind of their parents to share them with us, because you know, now that we live in different cities, and you know, we wouldn't have that opportunity. So it's so nice. Oh, that one's really pretty too. Ay, 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 how do I decide? Liz, you make such beautiful images. I don't really have any purple fabric that I'm thinking, but I love that one. I think I might do, I know I have a lot of pink, so we'll do another pink one. And then I'll just need to cut out these images to maybe make a journaling card, maybe make, I'm not going to embellish these. I'm just going to really, the covers are what's going to take the time, and then they'll just have papers in it. Because sometimes, I feel like sometimes at a retreat like this, sometimes it's just really fun to have a little notepad of some sort as people talk about a website or a YouTube channel or something. Oh, and by the way, thank you so much for all of your comments on my 20,000 giveaway. That is coming right up. Let's see. I think this video will post on Tuesday, and we draw on Wednesday. So I'm excited for that. Thank you so much for sharing channels that you have found. I went through the comments, and I did a few responses, very few, because there's like, I don't know, there's like 1,200 comments or something last time I looked. But anyway, I went through and went to a lot of the channels that I didn't know about and subscribed. So I was excited about that. Let's see. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're good. And so that was awesome. And then one of my subbies had such a great idea, because I had said I didn't think we were going to be able to do international, but my subby had this awesome idea, which was to give international people a chance to digitally. That's a little hint. So anyway, they're going to be included too. Oh my goodness, how am I going to decide on the fabrics? Look at that one. Isn't that one yummy? So these are just some shoot, I don't know what, oh, I know what they're called, charm packs that I've gotten at the quilt stores. Oh, that was so cute. I forgot I had that one. See how that works? Ooh, look at this black one. Oh, I love that one. I do love Moda fabrics. I don't know what it is about them, but I think the black might be kind of striking on one. We'll just have to play and see what we might like. And get these over here so I can see. That's pretty. I think I like that one with the dark. Yeah, I think that's what we might do. And I'm thinking that what we might do is do that and then do some lace or something behind it. What I'm looking at is, do I want to, usually I use coffee dyed sacks for this, but because, I don't know, I just thought about, ooh, I need to get this done. I didn't have coffee dyed, so that's okay. We'll just use what we have here. I do think they need a little zhuzhing on the sides, though. Yeah, so I have a list as long as my arm of videos that that I want to make. Oh, I got some great Happy Mail that I was so inspired by, and I don't think, well, I kind of like that too, don't you? Okay, we're just gonna go for it here. Anyway, yeah, so I just have more videos up my sleeve than I have time to make them, darn it. But yeah, so lots to do in the coming days. Look at that little fun strip. That's going to be fun and something. Okay, so that being the case, I think I want to ink around that. And what I think then is I need to put something real light behind it, kind of. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. Hold that thought. So while I was at my daughter's house, I had some downtime, and I made a bunch of fabric flips, a bunch of scrappy embellishments, that kind of stuff. So right there. So anyway, after I do this video, I am going to get busy and do some Etsy listings and stuff. I have a million videos I want to make. I have a lot I want to do with the Etsy shop. It's like, oh my goodness, not enough hours in a day. And my sweet husband is off doing errands, and so I thought, well, I'm going to do this video. Yep, I like that. That is pretty cool. So if I do that, then I think I'm going to cut right here. I love this. I think I got this in a Happy Mail, and I'm going to be so sad when it's gone, because it's such a fun layering lace, right? Boom, cover done, right? Okay, cool. Well, we're going to Fabri-Tac. There go the nails. I'm sure they'll be so, and you can't really sew this. I mean, oh, but I could sew because of the bag, you know, but I could sew right around this, and then I think that's what we'll do. Okay, as usual, my sewing machine is off camera, but it will just take me a quick little second, and I'm just gonna do just totally do a straight stitch. Let's see, I need to, okay, I think that'll work. Helps to get on what you're doing. Okay, hang on, people. Gale difficulties happening. Yeah, just Oh yeah, just sewing around that. Just, you know, sewing just gives it that extra little punch, I feel like. And super quick, really. It's pretty quick to do. So there we go. So that's just sewn around then. Yeah. And so then we'll just fabric tack that right on there. Still, the nails will probably take a beating. Oh, yeah. I haven't used my fabric tack in a while. I hope it's still happy. It seems to be. You know, don't need a ton, but enough to stick it down. Okay. Lay that on its side so it's a little easier to go. Okay. So yes. One down. One little fast little cover down. Okay, cool. All right. Next, I don't know. The next one's kind of oranges. Oh, I see one that's gonna work. It's not one of the charm packs, but it's in my batch of fabrics. So let me show you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this and this. Whew. That's a lot going on. That kind of makes my eye crazy. What else might be nice? Let's look in the charm pack. I mean, that would work, but I'm not sure I love it. And if we don't find something that we like, we could always, oh, that's kind of nice. And it's a little more simple. Not quite so in your face. It's pretty, don't you think? I think that'll be okay. And I think I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I think I'll put coffee dyed lace under it, maybe. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you'll bear with me as I be a kind of a squirrel for the next little while, because I just have so much I want to do, and I'm just kind of going to be popping all over the place, I think. So much I want to do and need to do. This worked out perfect for my Mrs. Cog's design team project. Okay, and then I think I've got a couple options. I'm looking at this lace, or I'm kind of looking at this lace. That's kind of got a fun little edge there. What do we think of? I think that's kind of fun, don't you? Okay, I'm going to cut right here. And I'm going to cut right on the side of here. Okay. Put that back over there. Move that for a second and get this cut out. This actually, I found this at the thrift store. This, I think it might have been a swimsuit cover-up, and it was white, and I coffee dyed it, and I love it. So, Yeah, so that's something fun you can kind of find in a thrift store once in a while, is like a swimsuit piece. Let's just put that under there and that there. I was thinking about putting a label or something on it, but you know, I'm just going to keep these simple. I think that's the best idea, just to kind of keep it simple and not get too crazy, because there's 7 of them to do. So my sewing machine is so happy right now. I went ahead and cleaned it, and I changed the needle. Had the same needle for like 5 years. And it's just happy. It's just humming along. I have the retreat coming up with the gal that chastised me for being such a bad sewing machine mom. So I was feeling the pressure. It's like, oh boy, I better clean up my act here. Yeah, that's going to be great. That's fun. Yeah, I think these, you know, that, like I say, the size that Liz does her images, and the you know, the variety. I mean, holy catfish, any theme that you are doing, Mrs. Coggs has a image set for just about. So I will, of course, link her YouTube and her Etsy below. Okay, number 2 done. Yeah, number 1, number 2, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, these go really pretty fast, I feel like. Okay, so let's do a red one next, because that's kind of fun. I'm looking at a fabric up there that's kind of calling to me, so we'll see. Yeah, I haven't decided yet. You know what I might do is just sew up the side with my sewing machine, rather than take the time to, you know, do the pamphlet stitch on it or something. I'm sure I'll want this inked, so might as well do that now, right? And of course, my wonderful handle on my inker came from Shell Bears Creations, Shell Radcliffe. She's the Ramblin' Crafter on YouTube, and her husband makes them. Talented guy. Okay, so I have this poppy one, and my friend that puts on this little gathering of ladies, she loves poppies. So I was thinking, yeah, I think I'll do poppies on that one. That'll work. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I don't know. I'll tell you what, doing everything we did this last 2 weeks with our grandkids, it's been absolutely awesome. But I gotta tell you, we're tired. I said to my husband, I said, we followed our kids all over the place when they did sports. You know, we were gone every weekend. You know, we rarely did family vacations, because we were always doing their sports, you know, and we were traveling all over the place, and we had 4 kids. So, I mean, it's not like, I mean, it went on for a while, I guess, is what I'm saying. I guess that's just going to be crooked. So anyway, we just were like kind of amazed at how tired we are. Oh, but it was fun. Wouldn't have traded it. I'll sleep later. Oops. Do not cut the fabric underneath, Gail. Yeah, I think I just want a little something under there because I want the poppy to show. So we're going to just get that kind of straightened up on there. And here we go. Good thing is if I get it crooked, I've got a whole lot of other ones that I can play with. I'm dying to play with, hang on a second. I'm dying to play with Mrs. Cog's Beatrice Potter images too that she just came out with. I just think they're so cool. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, this is so awesome. I'm so excited to be kind of getting this started because this was a project that needed to happen. And I think this particular retreat, most people don't do journals. One gal has taken my classes, and so she's kind of one of my journaling buddies. And Judy, the gal that puts it on, she also, that's a little crooked but not bad. I still love it. So there's that one. Ta-da! Okay, on to the next one. Let's see, what do we have? We have pink. We have like bright pink. What is this one? I see one poking out. That's kind of nice. I don't mind that. I think this might be another one for the white background. You know, I'm thinking I might take these strips that are left and just zigzag them on the back. That'd be kind of cute, wouldn't it? And easy and quick. Well, that might have to happen too. So, as I was saying, I have checked out a lot of the channels that you all recommended, and I am so enjoying because I don't have a lot of viewing time. I tend to go to my usuals, you know, which I think we all have our favorites that we go to. But I've got a couple new favorites now. So, yeah, they're just, I'm so glad we did that because I really discovered some new channels. I hope you guys have too. So, okay, so I'm thinking that there, and I'm thinking, let me just dig down in here. I'm thinking of putting this again on there. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Let's see, maybe if I'll go right there. And then I'll have this other little piece will just be an extra for some other project, something else. Yep. I'm going to be sad when this white stuff is gone. Oh, that's how we end up hoarding things though, isn't it? And although, you know, I don't have that problem, but I've heard some of you do. Yeah, right. Oh. When I got a Facebook thing from a friend that doesn't even craft talking about hoarding supplies, I knew I was in trouble. I'm like, uh-oh. My secret's out. I just had brown thread in my sewing machine, and I'm really liking the contrast. I think that's pretty cute. And I am not being precise. That one's a little crooked. Yeah, we'll decide on that one. That one got a little crooked. Let's see if we can make it look okay. I think it's still okay. We're going with it. Let's just go with it. Get the strings off a little bit. I'm not worrying too much about going to the edges of this. I just want it to stick down in the middle. I kind of like the edges to be a little more free anyhow. And if you put most of the glue in under the picture, it's not going to bleed through on the fabric as much. So let's see, I'll just kind of split the difference between the photo and the fabric as far as it being straight. Okay, so that's that one. Yeah, fun. Okay, 4 down, 3 to go. Woohoo, woohoo. We're just getting this done, aren't we? I appreciate it. I did kind of want to have something that was kind of just repetitive and stuff, so I could chat with you too and catch up a little bit. So weather, when we left on Thursday, we had 4 inches of new snow. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And it was heavy and wet. I was worried about my husband. I think we're going to do this one the opposite way. I think I'm going to use this, but I think I'm going to make the fabric smaller and do a bigger lace behind. We'll just do it opposite of what we've been doing. Yeah, anyway, so before we left, he had to do the shoveling, and I was worried about him. I kept going to the window, and he had 2 neighbors stop and say, "You be careful, you don't have a heart attack or something." And that's why I kept going and watching out the window, because I was worried about that. Well, he came in, and the good news is I think he's convinced that he needs a snowblower, which I've been saying for a while, but he's been a bit resistant to that. And so yeah, so I was like, you know, I think it's a good idea. You know, nobody needs to be doing what he was doing out there. It was so heavy. Like, we were worried that some of our pine tree branches were gonna break off. They didn't, thankfully, but we wouldn't have been surprised. Okay, I'm gonna have to rip that to put it on the back at all. So yeah, it was a pretty darn good storm. And then we had weather driving too, which neither one of us loves. We get nervous. I mean, we have a good car and all of that, but it's like, oof, we just get nervous. So anyways, but we made it. We made it. I'm wondering if this one would be nice under that. Could use that edge there, and then this is gonna go more in the middle. I kind of like that. That's kind of grungy and fun. Okay, just need to figure out the size a little bit better than what I'm doing here. It's sticking. Okay, we're gonna call it right here. It's not straight, right? And this is gonna go right up about here. Okay. Okay, so that's lace underneath, and then the fabric on top. Kind of like that for a difference. And I'm not, you know, I'm not crazy in love with this fabric, so this works out good. Okay. We're just going to give that a little zip around. See how we do. Perfection is not my aim. It's a good thing. Oh, but this will be good. I think this will be a fun little gift for everybody. Oops, guess I missed. All right, so that one can go right there. Let's uncover the glue. I keep throwing my coffee dyed paper on top of the glue. So we're just really gonna go just right on the edge of the stitching, kind of, and in the middle. So I'm not sure, but I think we're gonna get these all done in our hour together, which makes me so incredibly happy. Because I really do need to work on my Etsy. I need to buckle down and get some things listed. There's that one. That's cute. Okay, cool. All right, so we have this one, which is a funky magenta color that I'm not really seeing in my stuff. Yeah, all my stuff is more red and white. I think what I'm going to do is pick a different one, because just not finding one. Now that I've worked with this a little, maybe that one's really fun. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, let's do this. We'll grab this one out. I'm excited to have all these to work with. They are so pretty. You know, and I mean, really, Liz does all the research to find these various things that are not copyrighted so that she can share them, and that has got to take a lot of time. So I, for one, am completely grateful to her for providing us with all these different options for our journals, and then we don't, you know, we don't have to figure out if they're copyright free. We just know Liz has already done that. So my thought is with this is to go kind of crazy, and this one on top here has just been calling to me. So I am thinking, would that be kind of fun? I think it would. I think it would. I like that. I'm just going to do that. Okay. Put that there. We'll figure out what we want underneath of it, which I'm not sure what we want underneath of it. We want the white. I think maybe we want the white. Okay, so we want I think I'm going to go right on the other side of there. Might as well use this up. Then I can quit worrying about it because it'll be gone. Oh. yeah. So besides thanking you for all of your suggestions of other channels to watch, I also want to thank you so much for your kind comments about my channel and congratulating me. Who'd have ever thunk it? I sure wouldn't have. But I love hanging out with all of you. So this has been the best. I really didn't know for sure what I was going to do in retirement. I kind of thought I might reopen the vintage shop that I had for a few years. And then, but I tell you, it's tough. It's really tough doing a brick and mortar shop anymore. I'll finish that thought when I get done here. Ah, whoops, that was really bad. Glad y'all didn't see that. Just went a little awry with my stitching, no big deal. Anyway, a brick and mortar shop is tough anymore because everybody, you know, including me, including you probably, do a lot of shopping online, you know, and here's what I found with my little shop was the only one making any money was my landlord. I'd worked so hard just to make enough for the rent, you know. Ooh, I really like that one. That was out of the box scale. Good for you. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, it kind of got to the point of why am I doing this so that the landlord can make buku bucks and I'm just trying to survive here. So of course, then again, I was working full time when I was doing my shop, and I was only open on Saturdays, so there was that too. I mean, I really wasn't probably at a good place in my life to do it, but I wanted to do it. I was into reinvigorating furniture. So look at that one. That's a fun one. Yeah? Yeah. Liking it. Okay, one more. Just one more. And then I might do a little on the back just to show you how that comes out. Anyway, so yeah, I thought about maybe doing that. I was doing craft shows already. I was teaching classes in mixed media. And then I found junk journals. Oh my goodness. And it just incorporated every passion I have. I mean, you can do mixed media. You can do, you work with paper. You work with fabric. You work with vintage, you know. So it's like, it was like the best of all the worlds. And I'm just so grateful to all of you for embracing what I'm doing. I just feel so grateful. Okay, so we got to go pink with that. I'm spying a pink kind of down here that I'm wondering about. It's pink and green, but that's okay. Ooh, but maybe this one instead. Ooh, I like that one with the gray. Yeah, speaking of loving fabrics, oh my gosh, I love these charm packs because, you know, for journals, I mean, you can make this into a flip or whatever. And for journals, I mean, you just don't need a giant piece of fabric. Usually when I buy fabric at the fabric store, I buy a half a yard because, you know, that's all I really need for what I'm doing. So, yeah. But, yeah. Anyway, thank you. I'm so grateful. So grateful to all of you. Okay, strings and strings. Okay, so what do we want to do with this guy? I really love that fabric. What I'm kind of thinking of doing is this. That is big enough. Yeah, and the fabric shows through. Let's just do that. Let's just use up that last little piece. I have this left. This little piece left. Oh, oh well. Let it go, Gail. Let it go. Oh, I missed you guys. Oh, it's just, I was so bored at my daughter's house. I'm so used to being busy and going from one thing to the next. And oh, I did take my little crafting, but I was getting a little stir crazy. This was while my granddaughter was in school. Before we left on our trip with her. But it was good because we were able to make sure that we had everything for her trip. That's the other thing I'm out of practice at is, okay, knee pads, water bottles, whistle for reffing, volleyball shoes, besides the shoes you're wearing, volleyball shoes, and, you know, uniform. Make sure we have everything before we drive 2 hours to get to the place. So, you know, so then we came back after her volleyball and spent the night at their house, because from where we were for her tournament, it's 4 hours to our house, and it was only 2 hours to her house, and it was late at night by the time we finally got done. And so, yeah. Woohoo! I love that one too. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's see. So if I just sew this on the very edge, I mean, this doesn't have to open anyway, right? Right. And that just gives it a little more decoration. So that's cute. Okay, so let's go back to zigzag. I'll just do a couple of these and show you how they're gonna look. Yep, that finishes off the cover nicely, I think. Don't you think? Like for the back, and so the front is like this. It's got its little bag, and then that kind of makes that a little fancier. So I think I'm going to go back and do those on all the back covers. And I just, again, I want to thank Liz for her awesome illustrations, her images that she shares with all of us. Yay! 7 little journals on their way to journalhood. Thanks everybody so much for watching, and we will just see you next time. Bye everybody.